In the small town of Willowbrook, there lived a woman named Betty who was known as the Gossip Queen. Betty had a keen ear for secrets and a talent for spreading them. She spent her days sitting on her porch, sipping tea, and chatting with her neighbors who stopped by. One sunny afternoon, Betty saw a new family moving into the house across the street. Curious, she made her way over with a plate of cookies as an excuse to introduce herself. She learned that the family's name was Smith and that they had moved from the city. That evening, Betty called her best friend, Martha. "Did you hear about the new folks, the Smiths from the city?" she began. "I heard they left because of some trouble at the father's job." Martha listened eagerly, and soon the whole town was buzzing with the news. Days turned into weeks, and Betty's stories about the Smiths grew wilder. She told people that Mr. Smith was a spy, Mrs. Smith was a famous actress hiding from fans, and their children were geniuses sent to the country for a secret education. One day, Mrs. Smith knocked on Betty's door, smiling warmly, ready to have a conversation. "Hello, Betty," she said with a smile. "I heard some interesting things about us. I thought you might want to know the real story." Betty blushed with embarrassment as Mrs. Smith explained they moved to Willowbrook simply for a quieter life and better schools for their kids. From that day on, Betty decided to listen more and speak less. She still enjoyed her tea on the porch and her chats with neighbors, but she made sure to share only the kindest words and truest stories. The town of Willowbrook was a little quieter, but much happier.